So I have a question for you. How would you like to learn a tremendous mind-body practice that's simple and easy to learn, and it affects you on every single level? Well, if you're interested in that, stick around because I have Dr. Adam Potts with me today, and he's going to show you how to learn Tai Chi the fun and easy way. This is Eddie with a Mindful Emergence, where we offer simple steps for becoming whole using mindfulness, movement, and breathing practices. And this video with Dr. Potts today is part of a series that we're producing called Simple Steps from Expert Guests. And I've actually created a specific playlist on my YouTube channel for that. And I invite you to check out the other videos in that playlist, as well as any other videos. And please like this video if you find value. And of course, subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to find out when more videos are being released. We do 2 a week, one on Monday and one on Thursday. And we love when you put comments down below. And by the way, if you find out you have any questions for Dr. Potts, put them in the comments and then I'll make sure he gets them and he'll follow up with you for sure. So, as I mentioned, I have Dr. Adam Potts, who is a doctor of physical therapy, a Tai Chi instructor, and a yoga teacher. He is co-founder and director of Begin with Breath, LLC, which includes an online Tai Chi and yoga studio called Begin with Breath Connect. He lives in Asheville with his wife, Laura, daughter, Honora, and son, Shay, and dog, Jax. And after he shares with us these simple steps, he'll tell you how to get a hold of him and be involved with what he's doing, which is amazing. So I threw that challenge out there for you, Adam, as I know you, how to learn Tai Chi the fun and easy way. First of all, probably most people know what Tai Chi is, but in case they don't, what is this? Is it weird? Is it strange? Is it really hard to do?
So Tai Chi, it's actually another form of mindful movement. So it fits right in with your mission as well, I think. And so it can be used for just about anyone. You can do it standing, you can do it sitting in a chair, and you can also do variations lying in a hospital bed. So people do it in China to help recover from illnesses, and you can do it to boost your immune system, which is probably a good thing to do right now, nowadays. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
also to build and cultivate vitality. And so I'm a firm believer that health is not just the absence of disease, but the presence of vitality. It's this feeling of aliveness, of vibrancy that I think that really we can all get to some degree, if we just do the right stuff. And yeah, practice, just do these practices. And there's more than one way to do it. So Tai Chi is just one way. And it's one way that I've fallen in love with, especially the way that I teach. It's the fun and easy way so that other people can fall in love with it. And then you can move on to some of the more complex routines. But today I wanted to show you a quick little routine that you can do every single day that you can use that integrates mindfulness, breathing, and movement.
Great. So you got a beautiful studio. This is where you do your groups and classes regularly. So, yeah, I mean, do you ever have people come to you and say, Tai Chi, I couldn't possibly do that? Because I hear that with yoga and meditation all the time. And what do you say?
Yeah, so a lot of people have, especially I get more people that have tried it before that tell me that. Because the traditional way of learning Tai Chi is you go to a studio, you follow someone that's doing the whole routine, say the
Hmm.
24 movement form, where you have to memorize a whole long routine that's
Hmm.
complex. You're turning around, and a lot of times the teacher isn't always saying, what to do. You just kind of have to follow. And so that actually is how I started, and I quit. And
Yeah,
so I
that
was
can
like,
be
man, I really want to learn Tai
intimidating.
Chi.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was just too hard. And plus it was a 2 hour long class.
Mm.
And so I felt really sore after, and I'm like, this is not pleasant. And so I actually quit. And so I went to 2 classes and I said that. And then I found an online class in what's called the Tai Chi Fit method. And this is a way where you follow along and you actually can do it in one position. So you can do it standing in one position. You step out back and forth a little bit, but in general, it's a way where you don't have to memorize anything. You don't have to get it perfect. You just follow along and do what you see and so that's the way I teach now. So I would cue the movements so that I can guide you in a way to where it's fun and it's a lot easier than trying to memorize it and doing drills.
And how should people dress for this?
So with Tai Chi, you can really dress in any clothing that you want. Usually loose fitting clothing is best. But I typically just wear this kind of clothing where I have, just regular pants on. I like to go barefoot, but traditionally Tai Chi is done with shoes. You can use shoes if it gives you more stability. Um, but I'm used to doing yoga here in the studio, so I do my Tai Chi usually barefoot when I'm here. But I've done it outside for years as well, and so I'm usually wearing shoes outside. So yeah, so that's what I usually do.
All right. Well, love to see how this works.
All right. Well, I wanted to show you. So I have a class, I actually have a free Facebook group where we do a 15-minute class that you can come to every Tuesday. And so that's really the best way if you want to get into a rhythm and learn Tai Chi. But I wanted to show you a technique that you can do even if you don't do Tai Chi. And it's actually a Qigong exercise. So
Hmm.
Qigong is what Tai Chi came from. And it's
Okay.
basically just means an energy exercise. It's a way to synchronize the mind, body, and breath and to boost energy, but it also has a great physiological effect as well. And so it helps to reduce your fight or flight response. So it reduces stress and it puts you into a healing state, or they call it the relaxation response.
Hmm.
And so it does that, and it's really simple. And so I wanted to show you that today.
Okay. Well,
All
I would
right.
do it along with you, but I got all these wires and stuff, so I'm going to watch and pay attention while you're
Sure,
doing
yeah.
it.
All your listeners or watchers can
Yeah,
follow along
yeah.
if they want, though.
Sure.
So I'm going to actually do this in a chair because I wanted to show you how easy it is to do it even in a chair. All right, can you still see me okay?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
From the elbows down.
Yeah, so my camera gets a little blurry if I go back. I'd have to adjust it. So, but
Okay.
anyways, yeah, so you can do it. I just have my hands on my lap. All
All
right.
right. I can do this.
And so what you do is we'll just do the movements first, and then we can synchronize the breath with it if you want. But make sure that you start maybe sitting at the edge of your chair is what I like to do so that your spine is tall, but not rigid, and your shoulders are relaxed. Your feet are planted on the floor, and you can sit cross-legged to do this as well, but I like to do it in a chair. It's a little easier. And then your hands are on your lap. And then what we do is the hands brush off the lap and they just rise up to the sides. And then the elbows bend as the hands come forward, and then they just go down. Right, so the hands brush off the lap, and you can gather, and like you're gathering an energy, bring it into the heart, and then send it down to the earth. All right, so now you can breathe in, gather in the energy, breathing out, sink back down to the earth. It's called sinking the chi. The chi is the life force energy that's within us and all around us. And when we synchronize the mind, the body, and the breath, then as I said, it puts us into this healing state. It can help reduce our stress, create relaxation, but at the same time, it can give us energy if we're feeling really sluggish because the breathing oxygenates all the cells of the body and the brain. You can do deep breath or you can just do regular breathing if you want. And you can do that 5 or 10 times. We'll do it one more time. So breathing in one last time, gather in the energy, bring it into the heart, send it down through the body, back to the earth, sinking the chi.
Hmm.
All right. So that's a really simple one you can do every day. And I actually recommend doing it at night because what happens is our energy tends to rise up into our heads throughout the day. And you probably experience this as maybe not able to turn your mind off to go to sleep, or if you just
Mhm.
feel like your mind's racing because you're still going through all the stuff that happened through the day. Now, some people like to write it out. Some people like to just do breathing. This is just one other way. And I like to add in the movement because it gives us something else to anchor to, because it's really easy for the mind to get lost off in the thoughts. And so I just use it as another way to anchor.
So if someone has stressful thoughts, they're worrying, like, when's that stimulus check going to get here? Gosh, I hope it's not lost in the mail. At the very least, they're distracting themselves from spinning out.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a
And
time.
yeah, and they're doing the movement to bring themselves down in the parasympathetic nervous system.
Yeah, and they're getting into their body. So
Yeah.
that's the thing, is they're feeling their body, you're feeling the sensations. therefore not as focused on the thoughts, not in the
Mm,
minds. And there's a time and a place where you want to recognize the thoughts and go through that. But if you're trying to get to sleep, sometimes you just
yeah.
need like a way to just settle. And so that's a great way to do it. And you can do it every day.
Mm,
And I say at least 5 to 10 repetitions is usually can do the trick. So,
hmm.
but sometimes I only have time for one, and then my kids are calling me. So, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. I mean, so many people are very stressed, understandably, with everything that's going on. Uh, just starting with the pandemic and economics and all kinds of stuff. And a lot of people have problems sleeping. I hear this all the time. So this is something so simple. So you could do it sitting, you could do it standing.
exactly. Yeah, when I do it standing, you can have your feet together or slightly apart, whatever's more
Hmm.
comfortable. Yeah. So standing, you can that's when you can do it, and you can hopping that and healing, and you're just breathing. So that one's a good one to do for everyone, I think. And
Hmm.
that unless you're having, if you're having arm issues, then maybe you can modify it. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's a really simple one you can do.
Okay. And the breath, you can coordinate the breath with the movement or just breathe naturally, either way, right? If you were going to coordinate the breath, you have a recommendation like on how to do that, or it doesn't matter?
Yeah. So as you breathe in, then you're gathering in, and then the hands are coming towards you. And then as the hands go down, you're breathing out.
Okay.
All
That
right.
makes
So yeah.
sense.
Yeah, it's a great one for beginners too, especially if you're just getting into, these mindful movement practices. And so it's a good way to just start getting into the habit, because it's really about the daily habit that really gets people the benefits that they're looking for. And if you make it too complex at first, sometimes it's harder to stick with.
Yeah.
But most people are like, oh yeah, I can move my arms a little and breathe, right?
And consistency is important, isn't it? Rather than
Yeah.
duration, intensity.
Yeah, and that's why in my class, you can go to the next level would be my free Facebook group where we have a 15-minute class. And so you can go into that, and then eventually we also have an online studio where we have 45-minute classes.
Yeah, right.
So there's a whole progression you can go down and do as little or as much as you want.
So the fun and easy way. Uh,
Exactly.
I want to see someone do this in the DMV
Yes, this
when
would
their
be very
number
bad.
is they're waiting for their number to be called and they don't care what people think. They're just like, okay, I'm going to do
Yeah,
this for self care.
they should have a person up there just guiding everyone,
Oh,
like
that's
on
awesome.
staff.
That would be great. Yeah, yeah, because the staff needs it too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
this is great. A simple step that anybody can do, and the fun and easy way to learn Tai Chi, and great for beginners, right? Anybody can do it, any beginners, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. So, how do people get a hold of you to get to do your, it's Tuesday, 15-minute class, for example?
Yeah, so every Tuesday morning, we at 9 a.m. Eastern time, we have a 15-minute flow class. It ends up being like 20 minutes total because we chat a little bit. I give a little mini lesson at the end where we go into traditional Tai Chi a little bit. So if you want to learn a little bit more of the technique, we do that. And then I usually have a poem or a quote to leave you off with.
Hmm.
And so that's the Facebook group is called Begin with Breath, Tai Chi and Therapy. But really, the easiest way to find all of my offerings is just to go to beginwithbreath.com. If you go to there,
Beginwithbreath.com.
yep, if you go there and you go to the top, there's a little button at the top in the menu. It says free Facebook group. So you can go there, and then that will bring you to the page where you can request access. And then once I see you, I'll approve you to join, and
Yeah,
then you can join in for free every week.
great. And in the description that accompanies this video, I'm going to put a link to that so that people can access it in the description in case they didn't have a pen and they can't remember what you said. And it wasn't said specifically, this is an online class, of course.
Yes, online.
Yeah,
Yes,
online
exactly. Yep.
class.
So it's streamed through Facebook. So it's streamed right to the group page. So
Hmm.
you don't even need a link. You just go to the actual Facebook group page, and it's just there. So
But
um,
the longer classes, the studio, that's online as well. So somebody could live in
yes,
Albuquerque or Paris, as long as they can get the times sorted out, they can do this.
exactly. Yeah, we have people from all over the world in the studio. We have over 100 people in there now, and
Wow.
we have 4 classes a week. I just hired a new teacher. So she's teaching on Monday mornings at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. And then our other classes are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4
Hmm.
p.m. Eastern.
So that'd be about 2:30 or something in Paris, I think. That's workable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Might not work for somebody in Hawaii unless they're an early riser, but we figured that all out, right?
Yeah. And then all the classes are recorded in the studio. So you have
Oh,
unlimited access. So all
oh,
members
there you
can
go.
watch anytime. We have over 160 classes now recorded. So that'll keep you busy for, for a
Wow.
while. In the Facebook group, that class is recorded as well and is available to group members for 48 hours. But for studio members that join the studio, they also get access to that class. So actually, you get about 5 new classes every week
Wow,
in the
that's awesome.
studio.
Well,
Yeah.
Adam, you're doing great work. You're helping a lot of people, and I very much appreciate you spending this time with us and offering this simple step so people can learn Tai Chi the fun and easy way. And for those of you watching the video, thanks for joining me. And remember, if you want more of these videos, click on the subscribe button and hit that bell so you don't miss future videos. Thank you, Adam. Have a great day.
All right. Thank you.
Mhm.